Welcome to the 2025 AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am at the iconic Pebble Beach golf links on the Monterey Peninsula in California. As always, GolfWRX.com was on site to check out what PGA Tour players have in their bags. But at a golf course this gorgeous, we also had to check out some of Pebble Beach's legendary holes. We strolled the fairways of the par 5 6th. We took in the beauty of the par 3 7th. We marveled at the difficulty of the par 4 8th. And of course, we admired the closing par 5 18th hole. Alright, let's get back to the gear. First up, we spoke to Vokey wedge rep Aaron Dill about the two 59-degree A-grind wedges that defending champion Wyndham Clark travels with from week to week.
We tried M's, we tried S's, we tried all kinds of stuff. And what we found was that he wasn't really into making big changes. He wanted real subtle changes that provided just a little more forgiveness in some of the grainier spots. And so we just took 58s and adjusted those to 59. So it was actually a 2-degree swing and bounce. So what was a 60 at 59 is now a 58 at 59. And so if conditions get a little softer or grainier, they'll go to that 58 at 59. And if they get really firm and baked out, 60 to 59.
Any NFL fans here? Bettinardi unveiled two awesome putters for the Kansas City Chiefs, including one blade and one mallet, and a matching set for the Philadelphia Eagles. Sticking with putters, we caught up with Tommy Fleetwood to learn about his new custom TaylorMade Trust putter, with his signature on the sole.
When I was at the Kingdom, I just randomly came across this whole line of heads and putters and shapes. And I remember trying Trust. I put it in play a couple of times and I just never sort of was like happened long term. And then I was like, we were talking about it, and I putted with a flow neck for such a long time, very classic putter, no technology at all. And we started talking, and we were like, wonder if, like, what are the chances of us like using Trust but managing to make it flow and having like a very similar like look to what I've always used, but gaining with the technology side of it, like the forgiveness. So Kiyamar, like, we went and had this massive conversation, and he was like, yeah, it's like I could do that. And I think, you know, he had a few tries at it, and then there was certain different shapes, different offsets, trying to get it right, trying to get the look right, and we ended up getting it.
We also dove into the rest of his 2025 setup, including a QI35 driver and two PUDI driving irons. Fresh out of the lab, we got a look at new broomstick prototype putters made just for Adam Scott. Speaking of red, we also popped into Tiger Woods' Sunday Red pop-up apparel shop at Pebble Beach, where we checked out the latest offerings from the new company, including hoodies, hats, golf shoes, and of course, Tiger's Sunday Red golf shirt. Back on the range, we took a deep dive with Bob McIntyre into what's in his bag this week at Pebble Beach.
Firstly, we've got a set of Vokey wedges, 60, 56, 50 degree, and then a pitching wedge. Pretty basic setup on the wedge front. Then we go into the CBs, Titleist CBs. I've been playing these now for pretty much a year. I put them in last January before I started the season, and they've been brilliant. Especially long irons. I absolutely love the long irons. That's kind of where my game is. It's probably strongest. Pretty basic with a dynamic gold X100s in them. Just a basic shaft, but I've used that since I was young. Then I've got a Rescue Wood, 3 wood. Obviously the Rescue Wood's got the European Ryder Cup head cover on it. And then we go into the driver, which is the TSR2. Yeah, this driver's been really good for me. Allows me to spin it at the right rate, move it the way I want to move it. And yeah, it's been massive in the change to Titleist with the driver. Then we go into the bag. I mean, this is a new bag, and it's McIntyre tartan. Obviously, from being from Scotland, most people have had like clan tartans, and this is my clan tartan. It's pretty special and pretty neat to have it with you week to week, and just remember when you're on the road that where you come from and how much it means to you. And then we've got the Doddy wear. My name's Doddy Foundation on the ball pocket. Doddy was obviously an ex Scottish rugby player and a great guy that supported me, especially in 2019 when I was kept finishing second place on the European Tour.
In the world of prototypes, we got an in-hand look at the custom Callaway prototype irons that chef Minwoo Lee is switching to this week. Neither Callaway or chef himself has weighed in publicly about the irons yet, so for the time being, they remain shrouded in mystery. Let us know in the comments what you think of Callaway's new protos. And last but not least, we took a look at Jordan Spieth's custom AT&T staff bag made special for this week. If you're looking for more in-depth coverage of Spieth's bag, head into the GolfWRX forums and click on the discussion thread where you'll find all the photos from legendary What's in the Bag photographer Greg Moore. Click on the Jordan Spieth What's in the Bag link for a full breakdown. And with that, unfortunately, we say goodbye to the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach golf links. And we'll see you next week at the Waste Management Phoenix Open in Scottsdale, Arizona.